Hey everyone, it's your boy Ominous here, back with another fun deck for you. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this deck already as it's been sweeping the meta. It is definitely by far the best deck to use, I guarantee it. This deck is incredible, it's versatile, and it can destroy just about any other deck. I went on an amazing run with this one, but enough of that, let's show you some gameplay. Actually, before some gameplay, I checked my channel stats recently and found out that 98% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed yet. If you're enjoying this content, subscribing really helps the channel grow and lets me keep creating more Pokemon TCG Pocket videos for you guys. So if you want to see more awesome decks and fun gameplay, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really will make a huge difference. Going second here, and I have Froakie and Suicune EX. Anytime I have Suicune, I like to put Suicune in the active spot and anyone else on the bench. The reason I like using Suicune in the active spot is for its ability Legendary Pulse, which lets me draw one card at the end of my turn, so I'm just able to go through the deck a lot quicker. I'm up and I was able to draw Greninja, which is great. I'm going to end up using the Pokeball, see what I get. I get a Giratina EX, which is also great. I'm going to use Professor's Research. I end up getting another Giratina EX and a Froakie. So I'm going to put Froakie down and one Giratina EX on the bench. I am going to attach the Water Energy to Suicune EX and use Giratina's ability to get a Psychic Energy onto it. Then Legendary Pulse activates. I get the rare candy, so I'll be able to evolve Froakie into Greninja next turn. Alright, now it's my turn. I draw a Cyrus, which is great. I'm going to use Rare Candy onto Froakie, evolve it into Greninja. And then I'm going to use Water Shuriken on the Pichu in the back line to make it go to 10 HP, so that way next turn I can use it again and it'll destroy Pichu. I then decide to put the Giant Cape onto Suicune EX so it can survive a hit from Oricorio, because Oricorio deals 70 damage. I'm now going to put a Water Energy on my Greninja so I can use it to actually attack Oricorio next turn. And I'll use Giratina's ability to get a Psychic Energy on it. Then, able to draw that card because of Suicune's ability. Ooh, I thought I was being clever putting the Giant's Cape, but he had a Guzman, so Oricorio's going to be able to destroy my Suicune this turn, but that's alright. Greninja can take care of Oricorio next turn. Alright, I'm up. I'm going to use Professor's Research to draw two cards. End up getting a red card, which is great. I'm going to use that because he has a ton of cards in his hand right now. Next, I'm going to attach the Water Energy onto Greninja. I'm going to use his Water Shuriken to get hurt Oricorio, and then I'll be able to attack and get rid of Oricorio. Now he's down to just Pichu. Here we go, I pull a Mars, I say, you know what, I'm going to use it. He only has 4 cards, but now he only has 1, so that could help. I decide to put the next Water Energy onto my Froakie. I use Water Shuriken onto Pichu, get rid of him. Arceus EX is going to come up onto the active spot, and I'll attack him with Greninja. I basically guaranteed my win here because Greninja will deal 60 damage, leaving Arceus EX in 80. Arceus EX won't be able to destroy my Greninja unless somehow he can put 3 Pokemon on his bench, which I don't see that happening. Oh, little did he know, if he did not put Oricorio down, he would have actually had a good chance in, having the game go longer. But because Greninja's ability, Water Shuriken, I can deal damage onto that Oricorio, then use Cybers to bring him into the active spot to win this game. Going first this time, and I have Froakie in the active spot. I just draw Giratina EX, so I'm going to put him on the bench. I'm going to use my Pokeball to see who else I can get. I end up getting Suicune EX, which is great. I'm going to put Suicune on the bench as well. Then I'm going to use Giratina's ability to get that Psychic Energy and end my turn. Alright, time to evolve Froakie into Greninja. Then I'm going to attach a Water Energy to it. I'm going to use Water Shuriken on Magby, so that way it goes to just 10 HP, and then a Water Shuriken will get rid of it next turn. Then I'll use Giratina EX's ability to give it a Psychic Energy and end my turn. He ends up attacking with a Magcargo, and he deals 100 damage to my Suicune, but he also gets rid of his Magby. That is a tough one. I decide to put Giratina EX down so that there's more Pokemon and that distribution of Magcargo's attack can go to more people. Use Water Shuriken. I'm just going to attack with Mystic Slash, and Magcargo's down to his last 40. Ends up attacking, and 50 damage to one Giratina EX, 100 to the other. I'm still alive with this Greninja. Greninja's just going to go out and attack, and that's another win. Going first again here and starting off with Froakie in the active spot again. I do have Rare Candy and Greninja in my hand already, so this is great. My turn. Decide to use Professor's Research. Draw 2 cards. Can't really use any of this, so I'm just going to end my turn. Alright, here we go. I decide to put Giratina EX on the bench. I'm going to attach the Water Energy to Froakie. I'm going to evolve them into Greninja. I'm going to then use Greninja's ability Water Shuriken on Riolu to deal 20 damage. I then go, you know what? He's got 5 cards. I might as well use Mars, have him only have 3 cards. He did use that Professor's Research last turn, so it kind of disables that in a way. Use Giratina EX's ability to get that Psychic Energy and my turn. Honestly, what a great play by him, getting the Tyro to go in the active spot, evolving one of the Riolus into Lucario, healing it, and then having Tyro attack, dealing 40 damage. That was honestly a good turn by him. I know his deck revolves around Dolphin, so I'm going to use Water Shuriken on that Phanpy, and I'm going to Cyrus him in and have Greninja just take him down. And I must have really ruined his plans because the opponent ends up conceding. And that's another win. I just somehow keep going first, and I just keep having Froakie be my active Pokemon. My turn, I'm going to use that Pokeball, see what other Pokemon I get. I get Suicune, so I'm going to put Suicune on the bench, and then I'm just going to end my turn. Alright, because this Eevee EX deals 30 damage and I'm going to be only at 30, I decide, you know what, I am actually, well, I drew a Froakie, so I'm going to put Froakie down. I'm going to put a Water Energy on the Suicune, use Leaf to bring Froakie to the back line, Suicune to the front, and now Suicune's ability will let me draw a card and Froakie's protected for now. Alright, I'm up. Draw a Cyrus. I'm going to put Giratina EX on the bench. I'm going to attach the Water Energy to Suicune EX, and I'm just going to go for it. Deal 60 damage. honestly don't know what my opponent was doing here. He should have attacked, but instead he was taking his time, ends up putting an Eevee on the bench, runs out of time, can't even attack me, and now he's in trouble. Decide to use this Pokeball just to shuffle my deck for no apparent reason. Put that Water Energy on Froakie. Decide to attack with Suicune. Let's get rid of that Espeon. Alright, it's time to evolve that Froakie into Greninja. Let's go. I am going to attach the Water Energy onto that Greninja. I am going to use Water Shuriken onto that Espeon EX. I decide, you know what? I'm going to attack with Suicune so that way it deals 80 damage. He's only down to 60. And he's going to be in trouble next turn because I just drew another rare candy and I'll evolve that other Froakie into Greninja. And they use a red card to make me put my cards away. And I do not have that rare candy in Greninja, but I do have Professor's Research, so there's still a chance. I need my Greninja to survive, so I'm just going to attach a Giant Cave to give it another 20 HP. I then decide to put the Water Energy on Froakie, and I go, you know what? So that way he can't use a Cyrus, I'm going to heal that Froakie. Now I'm going to use Water Shuriken. I'm going to hit that Espeon EX. Now I'm going to attack it with Mystic Slash, and it only has 10 HP, and it's going to be gone next turn. Smart by my opponent put an Espeon EX in the back line there, having Sylveon in the active spot to attack me, dealing 70 damage. But what they don't know is I have a Cyrus. Cyrus is going to bring that Espeon EX in there. He realizes this, he concedes, and that for you guys is how you win with this deck. See you in the next video.